Let's start with this. I want so many people to die by my hand and then play with their guts while they're still alive. That's just one of the quotes. Or how about this? I want to strangle so many people to death right now. Nobody understands me, but they will understand how dead they will be in a minute. I'm going to kill so many people. At this point, I've given up. There's nothing left for me but anger, depression, and suicide. I feel like if I ever took over the world, every person that treated me like crap, I would take them and make them suffer and make them have a slow death, and I would enjoy every single minute of it. Right now, I got nothing that makes me happier right now but death, or to make those people suffer. That's all I got right now.
Well, howdy y'all, Unky T here. Now, this here video I done up today, it's kind of a weird one. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's I guess what you could call it is the attack of the thought police. Now, I don't know, I often almost always agree with what this good sheriff says all the time, but the last couple of weeks or so, I have seen a couple of things that I just don't think are worthy of the time and effort that go into them, or the results that come out of them. But anyways, y'all can decide after you watch this, and you know what? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking, and ring that notification bell.
That's what Nathaniel Burkett was putting on a gaming site. Fortunately for us, the game moderator and other gamers who tried to talk to him on this gaming site called Crime Stoppers or the moderator actually called the Raleigh police in North Carolina and said, hey, we see some really freaky stuff. There's a lot more than I just read to you. That was a few of the highlights. We had very limited information and a false name. We worked with 6 different social media networks and our gaming sites. Some of them cooperated a lot. Some of them cooperated a little. Some of them didn't cooperate at all. We were able to work our way through the 6 network sites and figure out that Steam and the parent company Valve were who we needed to get the information from. 4 days until they responded to us. Despite us sending the subpoena and saying, we've got someone who's talking about mass murder, it took them 4 days. So here's what I'd like to ask Steam and Valve. If he'd have been threatening to come into your business and shoot up everybody, would it have taken you 4 days to have provided that data to your local law enforcement agency so we could identify him? We have a social media world, and in that world is a lot of good people that are using that social media to work, to communicate, to do good things, to have fun. We also have criminals that are threatening to kill people in the social media world, and yet you want to shut us out, law enforcement, from being able to go online or gather data from sensitive spots with court orders in order to communicate. Fortunately, after 4 days, we got additional information, which led us to believe Nathaniel Burkett was not in North Carolina. He was not in Winter Haven, but in fact, he was in Sparta, Illinois. So we started working with the Sparta, Illinois law enforcement. They said, oh, we know him. We've taken him for a mental health evaluation. Along the way, we also determined that a church in Illinois had said, hey, don't come back to our church because of his outrageous comments. Think about that. But did the church call anyone? When the church saw something or heard something, did they say something? No, they didn't. They simply put him out of the church. So after tracking Nathaniel Burkett through Illinois, we finally found his dad, who said, look, he's with his mother who's my ex-wife, and they're down in Florida on vacation someplace. So now we arrive back at Winter Haven after tracking him all around the United States. And we found him. And he confessed that he, in fact, was the one that did all the threats. I want to underscore that his mother, Sharon, was totally cooperative, was totally remorseful. She said, I've had him in mental health counseling in Illinois, and maybe this is God's way of getting him help. This guy here was not an active shooter, but this guy here was checking all the blocks in an effort to move toward being an active shooter. This person here is the one that all of you would have been standing at our doorstep saying, when they're saying this stuff, why don't you take them serious? When they said this stuff, why didn't you do something before they started shooting? Well, I can tell you, our great detectives and our intelligence analysts in our real-time crime center, our 24/7 crime center that we just recently opened, did something before he escalated to actually shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today because this guy was checking all the blocks. I'm here today because many of the social media companies, which make millions and millions and millions and more millions of dollars, didn't cooperate, or just cooperated enough to say that they checked the box. The one, despite us saying, we fear that we may have a mass murder any day, Valve and Steam took 4 days to get us this information. Here's a word to the social media companies. When we come with these urgent requests, we're not doing it for an exercise. We're not doing it as a sporting event. We're trying to intervene in advance and save people's lives. Now, would he have ever, or will he ever, manifest into an active shooter? We have no way to know that. But we do know this. He's now on the radar screen. We now have the opportunity to get him help, to track him, to watch him. He is just a few days away from his 18th birthday. So the issue that we're wrestling with today, and we've got the state attorneys involved, does he need to be waived to adult court and treated as an adult with his second-degree felony, or can we get him better services in the juvenile system?
Well, there you go, my friends. I think y'all get the gist of what's going on here. There's still about half more of this video to go, but I don't think it's worthy of having you sit through it. Again, you know, thoughts ain't crimes. It's great that they're trying to get help for this young fella. It appears he was already getting some. Maybe keeping the hell off of gaming sites, who knows. But the thing is, you can't stop people from having thoughts. Now, you can track them, and you can try to get them help, and that's an admirable thing. But putting them into the court system and making them criminals, that just don't sound right. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. You know, I don't know how I'm thinking about it, but I don't think it's right, really, I guess. So, you know, feel free to subscribe, like, ring that bell. You know, I find that with like 1,400-something subscribers, I'm only getting like 70, 80 hits on the latest videos, and to me that says y'all ain't hitting that bell and clicking on the notifications. So if you do that, that'd be great. You won't miss any more videos. And, you know, check these ones out, and we'll see you soon. In the meantime, have a blessed day. You take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.